This is a 2020 on a 70 registration BMW M2 Competition. It's a stunning car, 2 owners from new, and it's got all of the options you would want on one of these cars. So that's the important comfort pack, which is your electric memory seats, your heated seats, and your sun protection glazing, and the plus pack, which is your adaptive LED lights, automatic high beam assist. And it's also got the shadow line wheels, which we'll touch on as we're going around the car. And on top of those 2 packs, the car's also got a heated steering wheel, which is very unusual for one of these. It's over £7,000 worth of options when the car was new, so the original owner did not cut any corners when speccing this car. It's beautiful in this metallic black with the black inside, and it's got the blue highlights, which again you'll see as we go around the car. But starting at the front here, as I did just touch on, it's got the adaptive LED headlights, so you can see it actually says it in the top right hand side of the headlight there, and that you've got these traditional Angel Eye BMW daytime running lights. And then being an M car, you get the double fins on the kidney grills here, and it's just a very aggressive front end, and you can tell the competition because of these 3 extra scoops in the front bumper. A standard M2 does not come with those. Coming around the side here, you've got these shadow line wheels. So these are diamond cut face, but they're actually slightly darker than a traditional diamond cut. So they're not an easy wheel to sort of replicate or repair if they are damaged. And it's on the proper Michelin Pilot Supersport tyres from new. And then you've got the blue M calipers there as well. A great looking wheel in my opinion, and also gloss black on the inserts as well. And your M badge in the middle. You've got your M2 sort of fin on the arch here, again, not part of a standard 2 series. And then if you have a look in the windscreen here, you can see it was protected by BMW Protect X when it was new, which just again shows that the previous owner did not cut any corners when speccing this car. It's also keyless entry as well, so that's those lines on the top of the door there. It's keyless entry, which again is another option on top of those. And if you have a look inside, you'll get a look at the stunning interior in here. All the carbon fibre trim across the dashboard, your heated steering wheel button, which is on the side of the steering column there. And as I mentioned at the start, the blue, this car's got the blue. You can have blue or orange on the interior of these. This car's got the blue stitching with the blue highlights in the seats as well. And the door cards, along with the Harman Kardon stereo, which again will touch more of the interior spec as we get round the car. The sun protection glazing, as I mentioned as well, so tinted on the rear quarter windows and the rear glass here. And another bit that we've not seen on many M2s is these wheel arch protections. So it's got a plastic wheel arch here, which again is probably just the original customer being very fussy when he bought the car. And it's also got the armour guard on the rear arches there to stop stone chips on the rear arches, because they are very flared arches compared to a standard 2 series. And then coming around the back, again, another giveaway sign that it is a competition is the black exhaust tips. So on a standard M2, they would just be chrome, but they are black on the competition, and you've got the competition badge underneath the M2 badge just there as well. And then I'll show you inside the boot, which is very lightweight, as you would expect of an M car. And you've got your standard 2 series boot, so you're not losing out on any space. If anything, it's probably slightly wider because of the flared arches. You've got a nice little storage net and a deep section down there, so you've got your first aid kit in there. And then under there, all your sort of inflation kit and your battery for the car, very neatly sort of packed away under there. And your warning triangle on the boot there as well. If I bring that down, you also, just knock the number plate off, but you also get a bit of a spoiler flick on the boot of the M2 as well, so just a nice little touch. And I'll just slide that back up as well. And then coming round the driver's side, again, another feature which I didn't touch on at the start, but it is standard on any M2, is you get the M door mirrors, which have the flick which goes from the top and meets the A-pillar there. Just a nice sign, you know, if you're heading towards the car that it is an M car. And then I'll jump in the driver's side here and I'll fire it up, so just foot on the brake and there's a start button, red start button on these, and they sound fantastic. It's a great engine in these, the S58 BMW engine. It's just a famous engine for a very good reason. And then if you have a look at the door card, so at the top here we've got the Harman Kardon tweeters in the doors, and there's also another speaker in the centre of the door there. And then the power folding carbon door handles, and then the power folding electrically adjustable door mirrors there, all electric windows as you would expect. And then on this steering wheel, you've got this beautiful steering wheel with the M buttons and the M gear shifters, which are slightly different to what you'd get in a standard 2 Series. And you've got the M triple coloured stitching, so it's a very nice touch. I think you get that on pretty much all M cars these days, but it is a very nice touch. And a heated steering wheel as well, so you'll see heated steering wheel activated if I push the button, which is hidden quite nicely behind the steering wheel here. And then on the main screen, the car's got Apple CarPlay as well, and a big nav screen, and if I put it into reverse, you get a reversing camera and your sort of front and back parking sensors on the left hand side there. And then if I pop that back into neutral, and again the map which we did briefly look at a second ago, you've got dual zone climate control, your heated seats as well, driver and passenger, and then you've got your cup holders under here, some shortcut buttons for changing the modes of the car, so I can change it from Sport, Sport Plus, etc. just by pressing that, and you can configure the 2 M buttons to those buttons, so that you can shortcut basically to straight to everything in Sport Plus if you like by pressing that button. And yeah, just a very nice place to be. Alcantara Gator on the handbrake is nice with the blue stitching, and the blue stitching continues up there, and there is a wireless phone charger in this car as well, so you can pop your phone in there and it will charge wirelessly whilst you're driving. And I'll jump out the car now and just, you've got the beautiful M seats as well, which you would have seen from the passenger side. It's just a lovely place to be. They drive fantastic, these cars. So as I mentioned at the start, 2 owners from new, a full BMW main dealer service history, and it's not due a service. And yeah, it's just a fabulous car with lots of great options over and above a standard M2. My name's Ben. I hope the video's helped, and thank you very much for watching.